Can you get total file security in the cloud? That's a great question. Let's jump in. So one of the challenges that we have today with sharing data and file data in particular with users is times have just fundamentally changed, right? It used to be that everybody went into HQ and we had a big old NAS or a bunch of file servers and they logged in, they did their work, and they went home. But now we have laptops and PDAs and smartphones and tablets and data is everywhere, and users want their data with them at all times. I jokingly always say that it seems like more work gets done at a Starbucks than at work, right? So that's a bit of a challenge for IT. And to some extent, we've kind of ignored that issue, and so users have gone out and done things like Dropbox or Box or Google Drive or any number of different services. And the problem is that now IT has no visibility into the data that's in that cloud. It has different levels of security. Some is okay and some is not good at all. And so how does IT control what's being shared and where? You can't take this capability away from users, but you have to be able to have some oversight and some control. So what we're looking at now is the ability to install an appliance on-prem and either have private cloud on-prem, maybe leverage the cloud at some level if you want to, or have multiple locations and have those appliances sync together, again to private cloud here, so that you've got more control over this. And then make sure all of this data is encrypted both at rest and while it's being transferred. Then go back and still give the users the ability to synchronize between devices, share between both colleagues as well as partners and people they have a business relationship with, but make sure that you as an IT professional can see what's being shared. You want to make sure that things aren't being shared for too long of a period of time, or files aren't being shared with, say, one of your competitors, things like that. Another thing that would be really nice is if I've got a user out here remotely working at a remote office and I've got an appliance out there as well, is the ability to back up that user to that appliance and then over time back up that appliance to my primary data center. So as a result of doing that, I also end up with endpoint protection as well. So it's key not to ignore this need to that users have to collaborate and sync and share data. What we have to do is embrace it, make sure we hit their expectations while making sure we're also meeting the organization's expectations of both security as well as oversight to make sure the right data is being shared for the right period of time. Now, there's a lot more to this. We have an upcoming webinar. You can click on the link below and get registered for it. We'll go through all kinds of detail on how to build a totally secure file sync and share cloud. So hopefully I'll see you on that webinar. Until then, I'm George Crump, lead analyst with Storage Switzerland.